Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about right now is a serious issue, a serious crisis that either you or someone that you may know is dealing with right now. Rents are up 19% since 2001, but incomes barely up 4%. In 2025, millions of Americans are being priced out of their homes, forced into shelters or on the streets. Why are rent hikes driving a homelessness crisis, and what can we do about it? Let's talk about it. Since 2001, median rents in the United States have jumped 19% after inflation, while incomes have crept up just 4%. In 2025, the median rent is just over $2,100 a month for a one-bedroom in cities like, say, Seattle. It's $2,200 a month. Meanwhile, half the renters spend over 30% of their income on rent alone, and a quarter spend over 50%. And that's a little tight. No, it's not just tight, it's unsustainable. The math is brutal. A $100 increase in median rent correlates with a 9% spike in homelessness. Just last year, homelessness hit a record 770,000 people, up 18% from the prior year. Cities like LA, where median rent eats 45% of income, have some of the highest homelessness rates. And why? Housing shortages, 7 million fewer affordable units than needed, and stagnant wages are crushing low-income households. Is this happening to you? Do you know somebody that this is happening to?
I make almost twice the federal minimum wage, and I am still thousands of dollars below the poverty line. I am homeless. I live in my car. I cannot afford to rent an apartment. I can hardly afford to live in my car. Food is expensive. And it's tough times, you know? I work 40 hours a week. I am not in an entry-level position. I am in a skilled position. I make twice the federal minimum wage. And I am poor. And if that isn't the most late stage capitalism thing, if you want to buy me a meal, my Venmo's in my bio.
Now, this crisis has faces. Faces that we may know. Take, for example, a retail worker. They earn $45,000 a year. Now, that retail worker, their rent has jumped from $1,500 a month to $2,000 a month. That's 41% of their income. Now, they have to double up with their friends. One step from homelessness. Or how about this? Let's talk about senior citizens on fixed incomes. Social Security maxes out at $967 a month. But a studio apartment in Seattle is $2,200 a month. Over 34% of renters over 75 are severely cost burdened. Families, youth, people of all nationalities are hit. harder than you can possibly imagine. One rent hike, that's all it takes, or a job loss means eviction. 49,585 people in Chicago alone were doubled up in 2020. That is a hidden crisis right above homelessness. It's a lot of people. 49,585 people.
Yes, I did say we are one paycheck away, because let's say right now rent is around $2,000. Let's say you have 10 grand saved. How long before that 10 grand is gone with rent, lights, water, gas, cell phone, food, daycare if you have it, gas in your car, maintenance on your car, mortgage or homeowner's insurance or renter's insurance? So again, yes, I did say some of us are one paycheck away, because another job is not around the corner and you know it. Ask the people that have been looking.
So, what do you think is fueling this? First, there's, not enough affordable housing. Since 2008, the United States has underbuilt by millions of homes, especially low-cost homes, homes that can actually be afforded. Single room occupancies, once affordable at maybe $100 to $300 a month, in today's dollars are nearly gone. Banned by zoning laws. Second, corporate landlords are hiking rents faster than wages. Now I get it, we have to take into consideration property taxes, homeowners insurance, and the like. But some are being accused of price fixing. Third, pandemic era protections like eviction moratoriums and rent subsidies are gone, leaving the renters exposed. In places like Austin, Fresno, where housing supply lagged demand, rents soared, homelessness spiked. Meanwhile, cities like Houston, with better housing policies, saw lower homeless rates. The data is clear. Where rents rise, homelessness will follow.
I am homeless, and I live here in my car because while I work 50 to 60 hours every single week, I don't make enough money to afford an apartment, which is now over $1,800 per month on average, and often more than that. And every single day here on social media, people are leaving comments and sending me messages saying that I'm not homeless because I live in my car and I need to stop calling myself homeless. So I looked up the actual definition of homeless, and it is people living in a place not meant for human habitation, such as the streets, cars, or abandoned buildings. And that is the literal definition of homeless. Some people live in their cars out of choice, or they want to do hashtag van life. I live in my car because I lost my apartment, and then I was outpriced of the rental market because rent prices tripled over the last 4 years. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Bye.
But there's hope. But it takes action. Housing First programs like the VA's Veterans Homelessness Initiative cut veteran homelessness by half since 2009. Expanding rent subsidies and public housing could do the same for others. Cities like Houston, it shows that building more affordable units work. Rent control, like California's proposed Justice for Renters Act. It could stabilize costs. But if you check, say, availability on, what is that called, Section 8, and the vouchers, or local rent relief, then advocate for zoning reforms to allow for more housing. Support groups like the National Alliance to End Homelessness. And if you're struggling, connect with local shelters in your area or legal aid to fight evictions.
Was a victim of an illegal eviction.
Evicted Christmas Day.
Fight with the landlord, lost my place.
Till these new owners came in and got rid of all the old people.
I believe he wanted to raise the rent in the building. He evicted me.
10 years, we paid our rent every month, everything was cool. Someone sold on us and bam, we were out here just like that.
My kidneys failed, I ended up in the hospital. My landlord did a 10-day thing. I got kicked out.
Now I realize that rising rents are pushing people into homelessness, but we can fight back. Share your story in the comments or email me. How are rent hikes hitting you? Push for policies that prioritize affordable housing. Subscribe for more surviving this economy, please. And let's build a future where everyone has a home. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less and God bless.